What's up guys, this is Balázs from Racing Brick. In the past few weeks I showed you most of the sets from the 2020 LEGO Technic lineup. If you missed any of my review videos, then you can watch them by clicking on the link in the top right corner. We only have two small sets left, and today I will show you the one which is probably the cutest, the 42102 Mini Class Zirion. The box is super tiny. On the front you can see the tractor in action, being pretty busy on the fields. On the back of the box there's the B model that looks very similar to the A model for the first sight, but we will get back to this later. The set has 130 pieces, the price is €9.99 or $12.99. In the box we have two bags which are obviously not numbered, the small manual and an even smaller sticker sheet. As you see, there are only 4 stickers altogether for the whole set, but I don't think this is an issue considering the size. The building time is around 15 minutes. There aren't many details to show because the whole structure and all the mechanisms are still visible once the Mini Zirion is built. The overall look is great, the tractor is instantly recognizable. If we compare it to the big brother, we quickly realize the huge size difference, but I think the small one still captures the shape and the main features very well. I think if you have the big one, then the small Zirion is a must-have for you. Now let's see the features. There's a knob for the hand-of-God steering on the top of the cabin. It is linked to 3 gears transmitting the rotation to the front that has a super tiny but effective steering rack. The whole thing is only 3 studs wide, but it works great. If you look inside, you can see how the whole mechanism works with the 3 gears. It's even more interesting to see how the steering is limited. If we have a closer look, we can see that the range of motion is limited by this black piece in the middle. As we turn the gears, the tiny gap between the black and the grey parts disappears, and that's how the movement stops. Going forward and turning the model is fine. As you push down the front a bit, the steering works properly. This is not the case going backwards, unfortunately, as the steering does not really work in this direction. You need to do it slowly and try to push down the front while driving backwards, otherwise the front wheels are not touching the ground, so it's a bit tricky. The rear attachment is driven by the rear wheels. It is a rotary cutter made of 2 big 36-tooth gears. This year the Mini Zirion is the second set where we can get this big gear. There was also one in the App Control Top Gear rally car. Before this, the last Technic set having this gear was the big Volvo wheel loader in 2014. There's a black lever that can be used to raise and lower the attachment, although on the real version, I guess the rotation stops when it is raised. Here's again the mechanism from the bottom. As you can see, there are quite a few gears working together. The set in general has many gears included, so apart from being a nice and playable vehicle, it is also a great parts pack. Now let's have a look at the B model, which is a harvester. For the first sight, the A and B models are pretty similar, but the whole building process and the structure itself is actually quite different, obviously considering the limitations of the available pieces. An interesting detail I noticed in the B model instructions: the stickers are not applied there. Usually LEGO pays attention to apply the stickers to the same pieces on the B model as well, probably to avoid confusion if you start with the B model, but in this case they apparently forgot about them. The harvester also has hand-of-God steering, but the steered axle is the rear one this time. To stay consistent with the rotation of the knob, there are only 2 gears between the axle and the steering knob. This shorter distance helps with the steering. It is better both forwards and backwards. The rotating gears on the front are actually the same as the rear attachments of the A model. By the way, these are the pieces left unused from the A model after building the B one. I think the designer did a pretty good job. So let's sum it up. I think the set looks great. The Class Zirion is instantly recognizable even at this scale. It has playable functions, and with the amount of different gears provided, it's also a good parts pack. The B model is also nice. They look great together with the A model. On the negative side, I can only think about the steering problems with the A model. Due to the uneven weight distribution, it is difficult to turn it going backwards. All in all, it's a great little set for the price. It's a must-have for anyone who has the big Zirion or likes LEGO tractors in general. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe and tap the notification bell if you want to see more Technic reviews and other LEGO RC videos. See you next time, bye bye!